Are you feeling like your love life has been on pause? Like something big is just waiting to happen? This collective love reading is going to dive deep into what's coming your way over the next 3 months, who's entering your life, what cycles are ending, and the breakthroughs you're not expecting. I'm Tiki from Tiki Tarot. If this resonates, don't forget to like, comment, I accept, and subscribe to claim this energy, and stay tuned for more powerful love readings.
I'll start with the Four of Swords. This is where your love energy begins. Rest, recovery, solitude. For many of you, you've come out of an emotionally draining cycle. Maybe a breakup that lingered too long, or a period where dating felt like more effort than it was worth. This card shows your heart has been on a timeout, not by accident. You needed this quiet, so Spirit gave you space to listen to yourself again, to release old timelines, old expectations, and give your nervous system a reset. Over the next few weeks, you're slowly waking back up to love, not the chaotic kind, but the kind that feels safe. And even though this pause might have felt frustrating at times, it's actually been a sacred cocoon. You're not the same person who once tolerated mixed signals or poured into people that couldn't meet you halfway. That version of you is resting now, healing and preparing for a softer, more reciprocal kind of connection. In position 2, we have the Empress reversed. In this space of healing, your self-worth has been challenged. The Empress reverse speaks to a time where you may have felt disconnected from your feminine energy, your magnetism, or your ability to receive. You may have been in a pattern of overgiving, romantic or otherwise, and it's left your cup a little empty. This card is saying it's time to take back your throne. Over the next 3 months, your focus is shifting from proving your worth to simply embodying it. Your energy becomes more radiant when you stop chasing and you start attracting. There's a beautiful, sensual part of you that may have been neglected. You might have lost touch with your confidence, creativity, or your ability to feel desirable in your own skin. The Empress reversed is an invitation to come back home to yourself. Start slow. Think of dressing for you, treating your body with reverence, saying no to anything that drains your softness. Your feminine energy is your superpower, and when you nurture it, love will naturally start showing up in more aligned forms. In position 3, we have Justice reversed. There's karma here, big time. Some of you have been in connections where there was a massive imbalance. Maybe someone took more than they gave, or there was a betrayal that left you feeling like closure would never come. But Justice reversed doesn't mean that you lose. It means that the universe saw it all, and what couldn't be resolved in conversation will be rebalanced through experience. Over the next 3 months, your love life is recalibrating. You'll see karmic cycles ending. You'll see people who ghosted or mistreated you experience their own emotional consequences. There may even be a chance that someone tries to re-enter your life, but this time you'll be able to see right through the illusion. You'll be standing in your own truth, no longer waiting for an apology, because your healing becomes your justice. And from that space, you'll attract someone who values fairness, integrity, and who actually shows up. Card 4, we have the Star reversed. This card is so honest. It shows a moment where you almost gave up. Maybe recently, maybe months ago. You wondered if real love still exists, or if you're just meant to walk alone. The Star reverse says you lost faith, not because you're negative, but because love wore you out. But here's the beautiful part. Hope is returning. The next 3 months are bringing unexpected blessings in love, not because you're chasing, but because your healing is making you magnetic. There's a new emotional spark, possibly someone who helps restore your belief in love. But first, the belief has to come from you. You may begin noticing signs, feathers, repeated numbers, music that feels divinely timed. These synchronicities are the universe nudging you back into alignment. Spirit is saying you haven't missed your moment. In fact, it's just beginning. But you have to believe again. That belief is the energetic opening that invites love to find you. card 5, we have the Ten of Swords reversed. This is a quiet triumph. This card says that you've already survived the worst. The betrayal, that ending, and the loss. It's already happened. Now, in reverse, these swords are falling out. They no longer pierce. They no longer define you. Over the next 3 months, you're reclaiming energy that used to belong to someone who hurt you. You might have dreams about them, or suddenly feel neutral when you hear their name. That's healing. That's freedom. And from that place, you stop repeating patterns. This card marks the true end of something, not just in your actions, but in your energy. It's the day that you stop checking their socials, the moment you stop scripting arguments in your head. It's the first deep breath where you realise, I am finally free. This card is a celebration in disguise, and it marks the rebirth of your emotional space. Card 6, we have the Moon reversed. What was hidden is coming to light. If you've been dealing with someone who is unclear, emotionally unavailable, or in and out of your life, you're about to get clarity. This card also suggests the truth about yourself is rising. Maybe you've been saying you're fine alone when really your heart craves emotional intimacy. Or maybe you've been holding on to a fantasy that no longer aligns. Either way, the fog is lifting. Expect a moment of revelation. It could be a confession, a sudden download, or a powerful dream. Whatever it is, it realigns your path. There may be things you've refused to admit to yourself, emotional habits, lingering attachment, or even fears about what love requires from you. But this card is gentle in its awakening. It wants you to feel empowered by the truth, not afraid of it. Let clarity be your guide, because it's clearing the path for something much healthier. Card 7, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. This is fast-talking, emotionally detached energy. Someone who may have rushed in and out of your life and said all the right things but lacked follow-through. This could represent a past person whose energy still lingers. But now you're done with that chaos. You're done with all the roller coasters. The Knight reversed means that you're no longer tolerating inconsistency. In love, clarity is the new chemistry. The next 3 months will show you the difference between urgency and genuine intention. Someone new is coming in, but only when you stop entertaining the ones who only bring adrenaline and not peace. If someone shows up suddenly and wants access to you without earning your trust, pause. This card asks, does their energy bring peace or panic? You're learning to recognise the difference. That's emotional maturity and that's growth. And from that clarity, your standards rise, not from ego, but from deep self-respect. Card 8, we have the Six of Pentacles. So here's the shift. This card is your breakthrough. You're about to attract someone who gives back. This isn't one-sided. It's not about proving your worth. This is someone who meets you with emotional maturity, support and presence. They could be financially stable, generous, or simply very grounded. You'll know it's them because you'll feel calm around them, like your nervous system can finally relax. There's no confusion here, just mutual respect. This could be a relationship where both people are building something meaningful. You invest in each other's dreams. You celebrate each other's wins. The Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity, not just love, but practical support. Expect someone who wants to know how your day went, who brings you coffee, and who just listens. Card 9, we have the Death card. Transformation. This is the rebirth of your love life. That old you, the one who tolerated breadcrumbing, who chased unavailable people and doubted your worth, is gone. This is Phoenix energy. You're rising from the ashes of the past, and the new version of you is not settling. Expect to feel different in love. You might set new boundaries, express your needs more clearly, or stop being afraid to walk away from something that doesn't align. This card often shows up when you're on the cusp of a major energetic glow-up. You may cut ties, declutter your space, change your look, or even relocate. Anything that represents your rebirth. Love is coming, but only in a form that meets your new frequency. Card 10, we have the Three of Wands reversed. You've been waiting, watching and hoping, but now Spirit says stop waiting and start living. The moment that you detach from when and how love will arrive is when it actually turns up. This card reminds us that control blocks flow. So in the next 3 months, allow yourself to be surprised. Say yes to new people, take yourself out. Focus on your passions, because the love that comes in next, it won't arrive when you're watching the door. It'll arrive when you're too busy dancing in your own joy to even notice that someone walked in. This card can also indicate that travel or movement, even if local, opens the portal to love. Do not underestimate the power of new environments. Take a new route, visit a place you've never been, say yes to invitations. The unexpected is your playground. So to tie it all together, over the next 3 months, your love life isn't just shifting, it's transforming on a soul level. What you're stepping into isn't just a new chapter, it's a whole new book, one written from the healed, sovereign, self-loving version of you. You're coming out of a long emotional winter, a time where you may have felt invisible, unchosen or energetically exhausted from just carrying too much of the emotional weight in your past relationships. For some of you, this healing season wasn't quiet by choice, it was survival. You were rebuilding after heartbreak and rediscovering your value. Learning to sit with silence instead of chasing noise. That wasn't weakness, that was sacred preparation. Now, as your heart slowly stretches open again, you're not rushing into love. You're not looking for a fix. You're calling in alignment. And that's why this next phase is so powerful, because you're no longer chasing love from a place of lack. You're attracting it from a place of deep self-awareness. You're shedding the old stories, the ones that told you love had to hurt, that it had to be earned, that it came with confusion, inconsistency, or sacrifice. You're rewriting the narrative that said you had to overextend yourself just to be seen. All of that, it ends here. And in its place, clarity, reciprocity, emotional safety. You're becoming the version of yourself who doesn't settle for breadcrumbs, because you know you are the feast. Expect a shift, not only in who comes towards you, but in who you entertain. You may find yourself uninterested in old patterns, even if they're familiar. You'll start saying no quicker. You'll choose peace over passion that comes with a price. You'll raise your standards, not from bitterness, but from self-respect. And that energetic glow up, that's what magnetizes the right kind of partner into your field. This new love energy is real. For many of you, it won't come in the form of drama or intense highs and lows. Instead, it will arrive gently as someone who feels like safety in human form. Someone who doesn't trigger your anxiety but calms your nervous system. They ask questions, they remember details, and they show up on time. So who could this person be? They may have strong earth or water sign placements. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer or Pisces, with a nurturing but grounded presence. They value stability and emotional depth. They've either done their own healing work or are naturally emotionally intelligent. You'll know it's them because you'll feel seen, not scammed, like they're truly interested in your soul, not your surface. For some, this could be someone with darker hair or eyes, a warm smile and a calming energy that feels like home. Others may be drawn to someone with expressive eyes and a quiet confidence, the kind of person who doesn't need to speak loudly to own the room. Their style may be effortless, simple, comfortable, authentic. They may work in a helping or creative field, something that connects them to others, like coaching, wellness, writing, teaching, tech, or even something outdoorsy. But more than what they do, it's how they make you feel that will stand out. Like you don't have to shrink, perform, or over-explain. You may meet this person through a chance encounter, a local trip, a mutual friend, an event you almost didn't attend, or it may begin online with messages that feel surprisingly natural. However it unfolds, the connection will feel so familiar, like you've met before in another lifetime or even dimension. The next 3 months may begin quietly, but by the end of it, you'll look back and realise that something shifted. You're not the same, and love will feel possible again. You've done the work, you've cleared the old patterns, and you've reclaimed your energy. Now, the universe is bringing in the relationship that matches your evolution, a partner, a reflection, a moment that reminds you you were never hard to love. You were just loving in the wrong places. If this reading spoke to your soul, please take a deep breath and comment, "I'm ready for aligned love." Let the universe know that you're open. Let yourself feel that it's already happening. Please like, subscribe and share this video if you felt the energy shift, and remember, your next chapter in love doesn't require effort, just alignment. This is Tiki Tarot, and I'll see you in the next reading, where your heart leads and your soul is finally held. Love and light.